So, Headingley it is for the first match in this year's NatWest Challenge between England and Australia. Well, a very good morning to you. It's a bright new dawn today with new rules, substitutes, power plays, all these things that the ICC have brought in which the two boards have agreed to trial in these three NatWest Challenge matches. Let's tell you about the schedule first. Today, of course, we're in Leeds. On Sunday, we're at Lord's, and on Tuesday at the Oval. So just three matches before, of course, the attention changes back to the Ashes, which some might say are the main fair of the summer. Nonetheless, we're looking forward to 3 more days of entertainment and looking forward to a great day here today. Despite the fact it's a bit grey out there, we're looking forward to a whole day's play. Now, let's catch up with what's happened so far. Here's the toss with Paul Allott.
England against Australia could never be accused of being old hat. Today marks the start of a new era with super subs and power plays. Both captains are here, Michael Vaughan, Ricky Ponting. Roshan Mahanamar is the referee. Heads calls Ricky. It is tails, so England have won the toss. Michael, what are you going to do?
We're going to have a bowl this morning in these conditions. Try and make use of the overhead. Try and get Australia under pressure with a few early wickets and chase it down this afternoon. As
we've seen Michael Vaughan winning the toss, I think it's safe to say that he would have bowled first come what may here at Headingley with these conditions, with or without the option of the super sub. If that doesn't make too much sense to you, here's an explanation now of the new rules. At the toss, both captains must name their 11-man team plus their 12th man, known as the super sub. If the toss does not go their way, they can bring on the super sub straight away. If not, then the replacement can replace any team member at the end of an over, at the fall of a wicket or a break in play. The super sub can bowl, but is entitled only to the number of remaining overs that were available to the player he has replaced. So, for example, if Steve Harmison bowls 10 overs and is then replaced by, say, Vikram Solanki, then Solanki cannot bowl but is free to field and then bat. Similarly, the super sub cannot bat if he replaces a batsman who has already been dismissed. But the super sub can bat if he replaces one of the original 11 in the order before he bats or even when he's at the crease. If a batsman is replaced while at the crease, he will be classified as retired not out on the scorecard. And just so we know when a substitute is being made, the umpire will make a T signal to bring into effect a timeout. Thanks, Billy. And so to the new fielding restrictions. These will now be in place for 20 of the 50 overs and split into 3 blocks. The first block, or power play 1 as it'll be called, will be in place for the first 10 overs and will require 2 close catchers plus a maximum of 2 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. This is identical to the previous 15-over restrictions. 2 further blocks of 5 overs, power play 2 and power play 3, must then be implemented during the remainder of the innings and at the discretion of the fielding captain. For these, there is no need for the 2 close catchers, but there are still only 2 fielders allowed outside the 30-yard circle. During the overs without power play restrictions, normal one-day rules apply with a maximum of 5 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. And again, viewers and spectators will be kept fully informed by the on-field umpire. When power play 2 and 3 are implemented, he will signal the start with a large circular motion of his arm.
Darren Gough, the wily old Darren Gough, opening the bowling for England. Kirkstall Lane end. Running down a slight slope when you're bowling from the Kirkstall Lane end, so certainly you have to have a bit of experience bowling on this ground. He has a lot, Darren Gough. And here he goes. Through the gap, a bit slippery on the square, goes all the way.
Well, here we go again. 3-match series, this NatWest Challenge. It's Headingley, it's cloudy. It's a bowl first day for England. Michael Vaughan winning the toss and electing to bowl first. Adam Gilchrist very quickly into his stride.
First 10 overs, you can only have 2 fielders outside the circle and you have got to have 2 catchers. That's called the power play 1. There are 3 power plays. Power play 2, meaning that the captain, the fielding captain, has to nominate another 5-over spell where he has only again 2 fielders outside the circle, but he doesn't have to have any catchers. What a delivery. What a delivery.
Well, he knows this ground like the back of his hand, Darren Goff. Mentioned earlier, it's Headingley, it's cloudy, and it might just seam around a Jaffa.
Oh, well bowled. 4 runs coming from the over, 4 without loss. Should get 2 here. Ooh. That could have been 1. Could have been.
Well, this is an extraordinary piece of cricket around the wicket. Ball coming into the left-hander. It's an outside edge. Keeper's gone down the leg side. Marcus Trescothick diving across to his right. Gets a hand on it. Just look at the angle. And it's sent the wicket keeper. This will be a good angle. Keeper's gone. Look where he's gone.
It's all happening.
We'll see that again. Ooh. Well, not a lot happens yet. Here he comes. Oops. Well, he's fallen for Adam Gilchrist.
That's gone very fine. That to the 4. A bit too full on that occasion. After Giles chasing, it's uphill, but he won't get there. 2 boundaries in a row.
Well, you just mentioned that he perhaps shouldn't get driven through extra cover, but Darren Goff looking for that outside edge, and it's a good shot, is this, from Adam Gilchrist. Gilchrist moves on to 15.
Well bowled. Nothing there, I don't think. Mark Benson agrees.
Not a full-blown appeal, this, from England. Darren Goff looks at the big screen. A good decision from Mark Benson. There is a noise as Gilchrist hits his front pad.
That's gone. Too short. Gone a long way. Plays that shot well.
It's a marvellous pick-up, is this. Simon Jones changes his angle and goes around the wicket to Gilchrist. It doesn't need much of an invitation. It really is short of a length. Good levers, Adam Gilchrist, and launches this into the stand.
Oh, that's a big shout. That is a good shout in my book. Ooh, well, that is close. Very dangerous, not offering a shot on this wicket at Headingley. Now, does it do enough?
Let's have a look at this. Darren Goff. Good delivery. In my mind, not playing a shot, Ian. Might be going over, but you've got to give those out, I reckon. Well, especially when you're not playing a shot.
That's a good shot, over pitched, driven down the ground. Hayden had worked hard for that. He's been patient. He knew it would come, and when it did, he put it away. It's the last ball of the final First power play, it goes for 4, 36 from 10. Disappointed about that's 2 half volleys, they both got put away. Now we've had the first power play, 10 overs. Does he go for the power play 2? Apparently he has signalled for it. So there it is. That's the signal. Yeah, power play 2, overs remaining 5. So the crowd are informed. So still, it's a big shout, but bowling around the wicket, a lot of things to be considered. Is it outside the line? Is it going to go down the leg side? Was the bat involved?
Darren Goff around the wicket. That's very, very close. That's hit him in line. I'm giving that out, Ian.
I think you might well be right. And that's lifted way, way, way up into the newsstand. That is a big, big hit. 13 runs from that over, 49 without loss.
This is a great shot from Adam Gilchrist. He picks it up and hits it a very, very long way. He's a powerful man into the newsstand there.
Well, that's in the air, but it's going to fall short. Brings the 50 up. Australia will be delighted. It's been really tough for them out there, these two. We're getting a lot of emails. We'll try and explain what's happening here for your game. Fielding restrictions are increased from 15 to 20 overs, split into 3 blocks known as power plays. Now, at the start of the innings, power play 1 applies to the first 10 overs, with a maximum of 2 fielders outside the 30-yard cycle, plus 2 close catches. And this is where it changes. Power play 2 and 3, 5 overs each, nominated by the fielding captain, and a maximum of 2 fielders outside 30-yard circle. But he doesn't need to have 2 catches. And then for the other overs, it's normal one-day rules.
Power play 3.
So yes, Michael Vaughan going for that 3rd and final power play and hoping that his bowlers will hit the right spots more often, because England now could do with the wicket. Whatever happens after this, after his next 5 overs with the field restrictions, doesn't really matter. England want to be taking wickets. It's that sort of day where actually you should, as a bowling side, be keeping the pressure on pretty much throughout. He's gone over the top again. He hasn't quite got hold of it as he meant to, but he's got enough on it. Just enough impetus to take it to the boundary edge. Kevin Peterson replacing divots and the boundary rope roughly in the right place.
Well, I think Adam Gilchrist is pleased that Michael Vaughan has taken this final power play. He's 38 not out, now 42 not out, and the field is still up for him. He's in.
That could be a great catch. That could be a very, very handy catch indeed. Gilchrist has to go. He'll feel he's unlucky. But that is a very handy catch indeed. And England have made the breakthrough that has been a long time coming there.
Oh, an absolute strangle down the leg side. Pushed it down the leg side. Very fine catch from Geraint Jones. His keeping in the last 2 games has definitely improved. And the danger man, Adam Gilchrist, goes for 42. Australia 62 for 1.
Well, it's taken England until power play 3 under the new terminology to strike for the first time today. It means that Ricky Ponting is out there now. That's out. Didn't get hold of it. It's a nice easy catch for Kevin Peterson. So power play 3 sees England strike twice.
Well, a short ball, and it didn't arrive as Matthew Hayden expected, and he just poked it in the air to Kevin Peterson off the splice. Same as Lords, Australia off to a flyer, but Flintoff and Harmison come on and peg them back. Hayden goes for 17, Australia 68 for 2.
The Australians losing wickets in successive overs. Another new man at the crease, this time Damien Martin. It's nicely timed. Just a very gentle push for 2. Gets Damien Martin off the mark. Oh, fine shot. Fine shot. He had a couple of looks at it in the previous over from Steve Harmison. This time it's really gone for it. Absolutely nailed it. 5 runs in the over, 79 for 2.
Here's Flintoff. Straight to Martin's strength. Cut away. Square of the wicket for 4.
England have decided to explore the middle of the pitch, bowling a touch short. Be a field change now.
It's high. Ball zipping around all over the place. Typical Headingley, really. When you pitch the ball up, it zips and bounces. When you bang it in short, it stands up to be hit most of the time, except here we've got plenty of seam movement as well. That's it's high. That stood up to be hit again. It's too short and just helped, really. Square of the wicket by Martin. That is his strength, and it doesn't need feeding from England's point of view.
Well, he is one batsman that you can pitch right up to, Martin. He's very, very strong, square, offside. He tends to stay a little bit leg side of the ball. Minimum movement. And he takes that delivery on top of the bounce.
Pulled away. Short again, and you don't see Martin play that stroke too often, but he's connected well there.
Be a chat here between Michael Vaughan and Steve Harmison. Just guilty of exploring the middle of the pitch too often. There have been some searing deliveries.
Let's have a look at the regulations regarding replacement players. 11 men named at the toss. There's a 12th man named who can be used at any time. He's known as the super sub. Can occur before the start of play, which he hasn't done today, at the end of an over, fall of a wicket or any break of play. Can bat if replacing a player at the crease or yet to bat. And bowl any overs available to the replaced player. And the replaced player is ruled out of the rest of the match, so whoever's substitute can't take any further part. So if somebody were to replace Harmison, for instance, now, say Solanke, he would only be able to bowl 4 overs because Harmison has bowled 6. What a great shot that is. A little bit of swing from Collingwood, but Ponting just waited and waited and picked his spot wide of mid-off. It brings up the 100, that boundary.
13 fours and 2 sixes in 100 for 2 on a pitch that certainly helped the bowlers.
The thin edge there. No, says Mark Benson.
Big noise. Mark Benson absolutely motionless. England to a man appealing for caught behind. Massive noise. Just look at the change in the rotation of the seam.
Ponting picks up. Per that, he's found Peterson though at deep square leg. I think he was trying to get that in front of square, and he got a bit of a top edge on it. Ponting has perished in the deep.
He's not picked that up, Kevin Peterson, and takes it right on the turf. Again, gets his fingers underneath it. Timely wicket for England. Ricky Ponting just finding his feet, goes for 14. Favourite hook shot. In comes Peterson. Takes the ball right on the ground again with his fingers underneath. Maybe some debate about that. Ricky Ponting has gone for 14. It's 107 for 3.
Australia 107 for 3 now. Andrew Symonds, the new batsman, coming in at number 5. Man of the NatWest series. And he replaces his captain, Ricky Ponting, caught in the deep. Top edge from Ponting. He's hit it in front of the square, not quite as far in front as he would have liked, and Peterson takes the catch at deep mid-wicket. Symonds off the mark.
Lovely shot from Andrew Symonds. Nice and fine. Ashley Giles is not going to get there. Andrew Symonds, lovely touch. Very good shot early on in his innings. Uses the pace of the ball. Beats Marcus Trescothick at a fine gully.
A big shout. Not interested, says Rudy Kurtzen.
Pitched in line. Probably going to slide down leg stump. As Hawkeye says, it's going to hit leg stump. So Andrew Symonds a little bit lucky.
That's gone. Placed perfectly for the catch. Not for the guy down the third man, but for the catch.
Good ball from Paul Collingwood there. Andrew Symonds departs. Well, swinger. Swings away. Drives on the up. Well taken from Marcus Trescothick. Andrew Symonds departs. For 6, the score is 116 for 4.
Michael Clarke comes in at number 6 for Australia. This is the time that Australia really need him to get a good score. Here comes a signal, I think, from... Here it is. Simon Jones departs. And the super sub Vikram Solanki comes on. Bowled him through the gate. That's action. And of course England will be happy with that action. Another wicket goes down.
There we go. Michael Clarke does a big expansive drive, hits the seam, off stump. Very, very disappointed with that shot. Michael Clarke will be very happy man. Paul Collingwood. Michael Clarke departs for 2. It's 120 for 5.
So it's Mike Hussey on strike, batting at number 7. Oh, Paul is doing everything here.
Good shot. Goff is the man out there. And Darren Goff does very well. Slashed away, it's one bounce and over those boards into the crowd for 4. Ian, you're not going to be happy with this sort of bowling, are you?
No, it's no point in banging this in outside that. Where can it go? It can fly off the edge as it has done there. It can be cut. It can be flat batted.
Typical Damien Martin. Might have got him out a couple of times in the NatWest series, but over the years it's been a very productive area for him.
Oh, just keep feeding him. We'll get it away in the end. Totally the wrong length. And why that is, I'm baffled.
Oh, thin edge, is that? Well, yeah, it is. It's a long, long wait. The lingering death then for Damien Martin. 43's made. It's a good catch by Geraint Jones standing up. Collingwood takes his 4th wicket. Australia 159 for 6.
Well, a smile from Damien Martin. Rudy Kurtzen took forever to give this out. Can't really tell from that. Geraint Jones and Collingwood believe it's out, and in the end so did Rudy Kurtzen. A good innings from Martin on this pitch. He's gone for 43. Australia 159 for 6.
Shane Watson's the new batsman, 24 years of age. He's only played 37 matches. Giles down at 3rd man. Oh, that's in the air. It's a long way up. Strauss is under it, taking the catch. That's the end of Watson. Bounced out by Harmison. And Australia 168 for 7.
Well, Strauss was placed out here for that reason, a short ball. They haven't got many wickets today, but that one did. No control at all from Watson. He basically just hit it straight up. No power, no timing. Another man who has struggled with the timing of this surface. He's gone for 3. Australia 168 for 7.
Brett Lee's in now. So way down the leg side, they'll run up the hill and into the boundary for 4 leg byes. What a good shot that is, taking everybody by surprise. Brett Lee giving himself room and thrashing that through the offside for 4.
Cracking shot. Nothing wrong with the delivery. Gives himself room. Little bit of a gap between extra cover and mid-off. Watch this gap. There's not a lot there. Just gets it. Bisects the 2 fielders beautifully.
Slapped it away. It's the top edge and it's 4. It's beaten Ashley Giles at 3rd man. It's 189 for 7.
Well, there were 6 swings in the over, and finally Brett Lee got something on it. And at Headingley, you need your 3rd man in your fine leg very fine, because it goes away so quickly.
Flintoff to bowl his last over now. Great shot from Hussey. Really good shot. He's been itching to get at the strike for more than an over now. No long on. And that's exactly where he put the ball. Fine legs up, and it's sod's law. Fine leg up that ball to put long on back, and would you credit it? 4 down to fine leg.
Well, he's deserved this luck, Hussey. He's really just played. He's played sensibly. He's had a little bit of luck. He's had balls spit at him, seam, swing, keep low. When you go through all that, you need a little bit of luck.
Well, Flintoff caught between 2 stools. 3 balls on the trot. They've been half volleys. That very nearly 6 runs, it's 1 bounce 4. The 200's up, and Flintoff has to do one of 2 things. He's got to either bowl Yorkers, or he's got to pull his length back to a good length.
4 fours in a row, 1 from Lee and now 3 from Hussey.
Absolutely creamed that. It's a power play.
Sometimes on the effects, Mike, you just hear the crisp nature of a ball hitting a cricket bat, and the moment he hit this, you knew it'd gone for 6.
It's where 10 and 11 love it. Fallen outside off stump. Just sets himself to hit there.
Well, that's what I mean about Headingley. You don't have to try and hit it too hard. If you find a gap, the ball does run away for 4. Didn't try and hit it too hard. It was pretty close to being a good Yorker, but the ball just runs away and keeps going away from you.
So the final ball of the innings is a dot ball, but 30 runs have come off the last 2 overs for Australia. 51 these 2 have put on. It's a huge bonus for Australia. They put those 51 on in 31 balls. Brett Lee finishing on 15 not out from just 19 deliveries. And Hussey 46 from 52, 4 fours and a 6. For Mike Hussey. Really good performance again from Hussey, holding the latter part of this Australian innings together. 68 from the last 10 for the loss of just 2 wickets, and 51 from the last 5, and all this on a pitch that has helped the bowlers from first to last. Gilchrist made 42 at the top of the order. Martin 43. It took him a bit longer, 71 balls compared to 51 for Gilchrist. And then the little cameo at the end from Hussey, 46 from 52, and Brett Lee 15 from 19. 31 extras in that total. Gough went at 5 and over. Flintoff at 5.4 and over. 104. They conceded in 20 overs. Good bowling from Jones, who was substituted for Solanke, who can bat for England. Harmison 2 for 39, and Collingwood, the star, 4 for 34. So England need 220 now to win from their 50 overs at just a fraction under 4.5 runs per over. 220 England need then from their 50 overs. Marcus Trescothick and Andrew Strauss, the opening batsman. Trescothick out there with that very good strike rate through his 107 matches. 3,730 runs for the Somerset left-hander. Andrew Strauss at the non-striker's end. Good average, and over 1,000 runs. Good strike rate as well. But these two been tested so far this summer in this NatWest series by Australia's opening bowlers. Brett Lee and Glenn McGrath. Lee it will be, who will begin proceedings from the Kirkstall Lane end down the hill. Bit of breeze behind him. And here's Brett Lee with the first ball. Swung way wide. It was a no ball anyway for overstepping. It's run away for 4 byes. So England off the mark in some style, but not with runs off the bat.
Exaggerated movement again, and then after the movement it swings after passing the batsman. Have a look at that.
So bar the no ball, it's good over from Lee. It's 5 without loss. No super sub for Australia, but England have played theirs. They've taken Simon Jones out of the equation altogether. He bowled his 10 overs for 28. He was withdrawn and Solanki came onto field, and he will bat for England. There's no restrictions to where Solanki could bat. He could bat anywhere from 3 down to 11. The gap there now on the leg side, and Strauss gets the first runs off the bat for England. We've got to power play 1 underway at the moment. That's compulsory for both sides. The first 10 overs of the innings, where 2 fielders have to be in catching and only 2 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. But the fielding restrictions increase from 15 to 20 overs. 3 blocks, all known as power plays. This is power play 1 for the first 10 overs. Power plays 2 and 3, 5 overs each. And they're at the discretion of the fielding captain when you have to have 2 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. Don't have to have those close catches in power plays 2 and 3. And then the normal one-day rules apply to the other 30 overs. Now that is a serious delivery from Brett Lee, full and swinging and pacey. It's a lovely stroke, just ease through the offside performance.
Ricky Ponting isn't expecting that shot from Trescothick to be going that far in front of square. He figures with the pace of Brett Lee that it will go a lot squarer than that. That's why he doesn't have an extra cover.
Well, you can't play those, you can't hit them anyway. You can aim a shot at them. Smiles all round, bowler and batsman.
He isn't accustomed to getting as much movement as this Glenn McGrath.
Great piece of fielding from Hussey at third slip. A long way to go to his left. Congratulations all round.
Brilliant. Runs are hard to come by on this pitch. You want to make sure that the batsmen work for them.
Edged and down. Gilchrist has put that down. Again, it's late movement, it's hit high on the bat, but one of keeper or slip should have held on to that. 16 without loss.
He's left-handed as well, Adam Gilchrist. You'd expect him to be going to his strongest side when it goes this way. A bit late in moving. It definitely is wicket-keeper's catch. Too late in getting there, Adam Gilchrist.
Could be out. Is out. McGrath down at third man. It's a no ball. The Australians are celebrating. Mark Benson has his arm outstretched. It's Lee's 4th no ball of the innings. He keeps doing it. And you'd think if you kept doing it, you took wickets off no balls, you'd stop doing it pretty damn quick.
No ball by some distance as well. Good catch by Glenn McGrath though, down at third man.
pick up 2 here. Huge gap on the leg side because of the third slip.
Quite re-intended, but he'll take it. Thick inside edge. Listen to Gillespie doing the chase and the tumbling. And comfortable 3 in the end. Crowd love it when it goes wrong for a fielder, particularly if he's from the opposition.
Yeah, they just look clumsy so far in England, Australia. We saw in that final in the last over, 8 needed or whatever, Glenn McGrath's first delivery, no ball. We've seen today things like that, Gillespie slipping over.
It's another good shot for no runs. Shane Watson does very, very well at mid-on. Not that short, this.
And this is what the Australians are generally like. Good athletes, straight back up, good throw. It's a good shot from Trescothick, from Strauss, sorry. One of the few balls he's timed in his innings.
There's the signal. So that signal from Mark Benson confirms that Australia have done as England did. Pegged them back for the first 10 overs. Now they're going to take the second power play. Well, he's gone after the short ball. It's up in the air. It'll just be a single. Pulled away. That's going to go this time, I think. Shane Watson after it. I don't see him catching it in that corner. He doesn't. England need 186 from 232 balls.
Strauss finally gets hold of the pull shot. Quick outfield, runs away towards the western terrace. Wasn't that short from Glenn McGrath?
Good comeback from Glenn McGrath, going across to Strauss. Well, there you go, short, and there's 4 more. Maybe they are going to push it on.
Well, all the bowlers have struggled with their length here at Headingley for some reason today, and even the great Glenn McGrath can't afford to bowl short at Headingley. It just sits up, especially at McGrath's pace, and asks to be hit.
Well, he's tried it. Tell you where that's gone. It's gone very quickly to deep backward square leg. I think Australia got problems, and I think that man in your picture's got real problems. It's 47 without loss.
Well, so much for that theory. Run up and bowl fast. Gillespie tried it. He dragged it halfway down. Trescothick will put that away all day. Serious problems for Australia and Gillespie.
Well, that brings up the 50. Jason Gillespie's not going to cut that off. Must be something in the tea this morning for all these bowlers. They're all dropping it short.
Problems for Ponting, I'm sure. I'm sure he realises this is not the way Australia play their cricket. That is too short. Easily put away. That's Strauss's strength. All their plans of pitching it up to him, bringing him forward, seem to have disappeared.
Just a single this time. Gillespie brought squarer.
Good work, good stop in the gully. False shot from Trescothick. Clark is a real athlete in that key position at backward point. Wouldn't have had a clue where this was going at first because Trescothick was going leg side, and all of a sudden it would have poked out at him. Good work, naturally left-handed.
Again, it's wide. It's hit. Not quite timed as Andrew Strauss would like, but England will pick up 3 at a canter. And there you go. He has taken the third power play. The first is compulsory, remember, for 10 overs. Then somewhere else in those remaining 40 overs, captain's got to nominate 2 lots of 5. Ricky Ponting's done the same as England, 2 in a row.
Well, that's started well for England. Well, there's a bonus. All seemed to be under control, didn't it? That is a bonus.
Well, Australia very aggressive in the field. It's buzzers. Shy at the stumps. Strauss had just ventured out of his ground at the non-striking end. Well, look who's thrown that, is the captain.
That's through the covers. That's on its way to the boundary, all right.
Well, that's Trescothick. He launches into this. You don't have to mention the footwork, there is none. But he gets enough width to get his hand right into that shot. Head position is perfect. And all he's looking for is that width.
That's flicked away for 4 more. That's bouncing very quickly down to those boards. Gillespie's having a terrible time. Gillespie's probably wishing he was the one who'd just suffered the side strain and might be out of the firing line, because he's going for plenty here.
Yeah, he looks out of sorts as well. I think he looks tentative to the crease. And he would know that he's not bowling well. And we got a bowling change.
Yes, it's Andrew Simons taking over from Shane Watson. Watson, of course, still off the field. And I would say unlikely to return. You never know. Oh, that was nearly dragged back on. And we saw earlier in the day, didn't we, the lesser pace, the medium pace of Paul Collingwood seemed to be much more effective than the higher pace of his senior colleagues in the bowling lineup. Yeah, as expected, good steady start by Andrew Simons. 20 overs now complete, 86 without loss. So that's the end of the power plays for today. The first day of power plays in international one-day matches.
Big shout. Not out. Very, very close, that one.
Well, appealing for a catch. I think there may have been a thought of a stumping chance as well, but Gilchrist didn't take that quite cleanly enough. Don't think there was an edge there. Here we go. There's the signal, the T timeout, which signals that the super sub can now play a full part in the game. Not quite as we imagined, because the news is that Hogg has been subbed for Hayden, and Hayden is staying on the field for Watson. Oh, hang on, they've changed their mind again now. Hogg has replaced Hayden. Hogg has replaced Hayden, and Hayden is on as a substitute fielder for Watson. It's a good move. Now think about this, because Watson had already bowled 2 overs. Oh, we're going to get an extra here, another overthrow to add to the 4 overthrows that were gleaned a little earlier on in the innings. It's the 100 up for England, the 100 partnership between Trescothick and Strauss. It's 100 without loss. So here comes super sub number 2. We've already seen England's super sub in the field, Vikram Solanki. He's yet to bat, of course. Brad Hogg just brought on as the super sub. He's been brought on for Matthew Hayden, so he can bowl all 10 overs. Now, England haven't played Hogg particularly well through this series.
Come on, Georgie.
Could be out. That's a brilliant piece of keeping. Absolutely brilliant catch from Gilchrist. Hogg, the super sub, has struck straight away, and Strauss has gone playing the reverse sweep.
Well, good move from Ricky Ponting. Gets the super sub on, and the super sub dubs the trick. That is a great catch. One-handed, basically. Very, very good catch from Gilchrist. Andrew Strauss departs for 41. It's 101 for 1.
Approaching the halfway point in terms of overs. England's captain Michael Vaughan is in at first wicket down. Not an especially good record in one-day internationals, averages 28. There's a problem here. Vaughan gets back quickly, and it's a good job too. Wicket and a single off the over, 101 for 1. Have a look at the wicket that Hogg has got in his first over. Just look at this. Strauss playing the reverse sweep. First unorthodox shot he's played, really. Blatant edge, big deflection. That's a great catch from Gilchrist, standing up.
That is a great catch. Very difficult for a wicketkeeper to do that.
It's in the air, but safe. It's floated past extra cover. Single brings up Marcus Trescothick's 50 from 71 balls. It's been a relatively subdued affair, but very, very effective, and just what England wanted. It's a positive stroke from Trescothick. A little run away from McGrath. It's a very steep slope down to the football stand. An intelligent stroke from Trescothick.
Goes down that hill. It's always going to be 4. I thought he was going to sweep. And late cut for 4. Very good shot.
Straight down the ground, it's big, it's huge in fact, it's into the crowd for 6.
He's obviously made up his mind. Have a go at Bradley Hogg. Let him settle. Beautiful shot. Almost a lap slog, but a straight hit to mid-on. Very, very good stroke. And a long way back. And aren't they happy about that?
Trescothick going well for England, 62 not out, 119 for 1 then England. They need another 101 to win this game. Nasser Hussain and David Gowan out.
Catch!
Just over the top. Tantalisingly close. Could have been the end of Trescothick. Instead, he takes 2 more. Moves on to 64. Just over Ponting's head. He tried to hang in the air for a little while. That's uppish, but beautifully struck. Finds the gap down there at deep square leg. That's one of the longest boundaries on this ground. Brett Lee scrabbling around at the crease there, just checking his foothold, but Trescothick got hold of that pretty well. Might seem a funny thing to say, but I think Brett Lee's almost too quick for this surface. Bowling it hard into the surface, and we saw in the England innings it's that medium pacer, McGrath, Collingwood, Simons, who just kissed the surface, might be better. Two more. Some pace there. It's found a way through, but despite the smile, Lee cannot get this man out today. Not yet, anyway. Just a fraction too full, that one. Full half volley. 7 from the over then. 140 for 1. It's hammered away. Just too full from McGrath. And Michael Vaughan just put it away beautifully. Well, he's gone to his #1 bowler. McGrath has seen a lot of this from Michael Vaughan. Drive ball and the classic cover drive.
And England cruising along quite merrily. 150 coming up. 35.1 overs it's taken them. Further 70 required. 89 balls. Big shout. I have to say there was a big noise.
Adam Gilchrist, who's adamantly hit that, he's not happy. Andrew Simon's not happy either. Let's have a closer look at it. Oh, it's almost off the face end.